Okay, so what's up, guys? Will Brooks here. It is Wednesday night. It's my recording night. I actually got some recording done tonight for the podcast episode. For a podcast episode. I wanted to get 2 sessions done tonight. I'm too tired. I need to go to bed at like 10 o'clock. It's right after 10. And I mean, I'm crashing. Waking up at 4:30 in the morning is awesome. You can get things done. 4:45 in the morning, it's great. You can get a lot done. But by the time 10 comes around, I'm just beat, man. Yeah, much needed rest. Right around this time frame. But I did. The funny thing, I did thoughts out loud. I've only missed thoughts out loud one day. Come to find out, though, I dropped the ball on Friday. Somehow didn't get that episode or that session uploaded. I missed Monday, and then I did Tuesday and couldn't get Tuesday uploaded. I've had like internet trouble. After the move, things weren't 100% set up as far as the internet, the wired access in the room. I was working on wireless only, and I actually fell asleep last night uploading thoughts out loud shot from my camera, from my phone to you or to. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and change this real quick. You guys can see where my padding ends back there. I actually fell asleep uploading thoughts out loud from my phone to Google Drive, and so like the episode actually has the session actually has like edits in it and stuff like that because I shot it from my phone, and wow, I did not know that I was going to do all that because I shot it from my phone, and I said I would bring something up in the video, so I said I would go home and edit it. I should have just uploaded it. My bad. I'm tired, Joe. Like, I'm tired. But this was a good day. The interview I just had went very well. I had to run off, pick Uni and Will up from church. Had to do my phone convo with the college professor, and I'm just circling the drain before I go crash now. I'm beat. I did want to talk a little bit about something that happened yesterday. That's why it seems like I did thoughts out loud so many times, because I filmed. So I recorded thoughts out loud yesterday. If you haven't seen yesterday's episode session, you can go ahead and check it out. But I did it in the morning when I woke up on Tuesday morning. Oh, I wonder, can you hear that moving around? I did it when I woke up Tuesday morning. It was messed up because it was blurry. So I had to do it Tuesday morning on the way to work. Like, I did it and drove in. And then I woke up on time this morning, but got back from the gym late. And so I couldn't shoot it this morning. So yeah, Thoughts Out Loud is slowly getting to the point where it's going to move to the evening, I think. And we're just going to kind of do it in maybe we'll change the title, or maybe we'll make it like journal style or something. I'm not sure. But it looking like the morning just works better. One thing that happened in yesterday's Thoughts Out Loud session that didn't air, or that won't air because it's too blurry, because I got burned by the blur again, because I keep not fixing the settings on my DSLR before I jump back on. Refrigerator's back. I was talking about moving to this room, which I will go in further detail tomorrow, but or probably in a separate video altogether when I do like the tour of the whole room. I relocated rooms, and I was surprised at how big this room is that I've relocated to. And one cool thing that happened while I was talking about how big the room was, I referred to a neighbor of mine who lives, literally a neighbor. He lives right upstairs from me. He lives over on the other side. He has his studio in his room, in this room, or the equivalent of this room in his house, and equivalent to his floor plan. And it doesn't look that big. And I was saying like another YouTuber has it in his room in the same, or his studio in the same setup. And it's the first time I've ever like I referred to him as another YouTuber, which caught me off, which surprised me because I don't really consider myself a YouTuber. Although I've been getting up and doing a YouTube video for, I don't know, every morning or at least once a day for the past month and a half now is what I've been trying to do. But I do have I think I got more content on YouTube than anyone who wouldn't consider themselves a YouTuber. Maybe not. There's probably people that got hundreds of videos on YouTube that don't consider themselves a YouTuber. But I got two different sites. All this, the lights and everything, it's all set up for YouTube videos. So I think I'm finally coming around to the idea of considering myself a YouTuber, and me referring to him as another YouTuber was, I think it was, in addition to myself, style, reference, frame of reference. So this is pretty cool. I didn't think I'd be here. I didn't think I'd get here I didn't think I'd arrive to that point, really. After such a short amount of time, I guess, or I didn't think I'd be there yet. And I think one of the cool things is it reminds me of when I first went IT. I started off with a postal career, and I eventually went into information technology. That was the goal from the moment I started school, because I started school I started on my AA for computer studies. And when I got my first real IT job, like, everything else was kind of like, small experience and, experience here and experience there, but I didn't have a real IT job until I landed a contracting job here in Korea. And I remember during the transition from postal to IT, I remember thinking of myself as a postal turned IT guy, but not really an IT guy. And I don't know how to better explain that. I didn't consider myself just IT. I always considered myself working up toward an IT. And I remember the first 3 weeks on the job that, on my first IT job, I remember coming home and telling my wife, like, I can do this. I got this. I got it. Like, it's going to be okay. And I don't know if I ever really hit that with content creation, so to speak. But yesterday was kind of a hint of that. Like, it was remnant of that. It was the same feeling that I had when I started to become IT. Like, right now, no question about it. You ask me, I'm an IT guy. And postal was like a lifetime ago. Like, between us, so I got things that validated me in IT. And I think that's the difference. You can have things that with an actual career, with career progression, with established careers, you have things that validate you. You have your certifications, you have your degrees, and slowly but surely, and then you get your time and experience, and then by the time you're done, by the time you're 3, 4, 5 years in, you can't imagine life as another profession, really. Like, or the other profession you had seems like a lifetime ago. For me, it's with IT. I got my certifications, degree, and experience under my belt, and after a while, it's like, man, that's what I do. I'm IT. It's like I see other people, and I'm like, nah, man, this is what I do. I obsessed about this. I transformed myself. And you see other people entering into the field, and you're like, yeah, that guy's he's really got to get on, board with. He's got to go through those same changes. He's got to go through that same transformation that I went through when I just transformed myself, or when I just reinvented myself as an IT guy. And so I didn't mean to go that far into that, but what I mean to say with this is that eventually, well, I guess what I mean to say with this is that I saw signs the other day or yesterday when I recorded that Thoughts Out Loud session. I saw signs of myself being the equivalent of what I consider myself to be IT with content creation at that point. Like I saw like the path opening up. I saw that I had already started on the path to getting to the point where I would be more comfortable considering myself a content creator. Seriously, that fast? Like it's been 2 minutes. It's a cool feeling, to kind of run on those realizations, because I think a lot of times we as human beings, we get in our own way. Like our mentality is sometimes stops us. It sometimes stops us. Our mentality sometimes stops us from becoming what we are. Like we're the only ones standing in our way. I was talking to the interviewees about speaking English, and I mentioned my wife's English. Like everybody she meets and anybody she talks to, they tell her like, your English is good. What are you talking about? And she's self-conscious about her English. And I'm like, you speak English fine. Like you didn't speak any when I met you. But it doesn't matter. Her mentality is in her way. Like her own mind is, has her in her own way. And I think up until recently, as a content creator, I was the equivalent of that. Like my own mind was in my way. Like I was the one telling myself that I wasn't a content creator yet, and in some cases, it's just being realistic. Really, it's just keeping things in perspective. Like seriously, there's content creators with thousands of videos out there, and or thousands of pieces of content, or whatever it is they're making, whatever it is they're doing, and I haven't cracked 100 yet. So that I get that. Like that's to be expected, but at some point in time you have to realize, or at some point in time you realize, I haven't cracked. You go from I haven't cracked 100 yet to I will be cracking 100 soon, and long before that, I don't know, you kind of visualize it in your head. And maybe I shouldn't do thoughts out loud at night, because when I'm this tired, I tend to ramble. I think it's pretty awesome, the way that happens to you, the way that happens to people, the way your brain, after putting in so many hours of creating content, even though you don't want to refer to yourself as a content creator, your brain already does it without you. Like that's what you are. You create content. You create creative stuff. You make stuff. You get behind. There's nothing there. You sit down. You do your thing, and then there's something there. And be it YouTube, be it art, be it podcasting, be it blogging, be it writing, be it anything, And I'm slowly getting to the point where I think that's becoming who and what I am. And I like it. Makes me happy. So, yeah. What makes you happy? So, yeah, that's what I got. I'm going to crash and get some sleep. Wake up tomorrow. The podcast is recorded, pretty much slotted. I have to write the show notes. So even though I'm still going to have to click publish, I'm going to wake up and get to sleep now. Wake up early in the morning. I can't run very hard. I pulled a hammy on Friday. Check out Thoughts Out Loud session, whatever session we're on, 38, 39, 30, 39 from yesterday. This is session 40. Yeah, I am on my way to 100. So, still got a long way to go, not even halfway there. But, yeah, so I pulled a hammy, so I can't go hit the gym too hard. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wake up and stretch. And then I'm going to sit down. I'm going to write my show notes. And then I'm going to upload my podcast and schedule it for 10 o'clock. Because it's supposed to go live at 10 o'clock on Thursdays. And then Thursday is fact-checking day. I'm going to finish up my YouTube video, my Korean movie review. And, yeah, get off. I'm off on Friday. I might either try to I'm off on Friday and Monday. So I will probably spend Friday either trying to get my license or shooting another YouTube video about the Starbucks app here in Korea. So yeah, man. I mean, I should figure out which one I'm gonna do though. That's not really dependent on me. All right, guys. This is a long thoughts out loud. How long is this one? I can't believe I talked that long. I can't even see how long it is. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I've hijacked your time far too long. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow on the next Thoughts Out Loud.